Welcome to Technical Insight. I'm Joel Welch, the Associate Vice President for Administration here at Greenville Technical College, and I am so happy to have with me today Mr. Sumner Huckabee, who is our Acting Dean for our Automotive Division at Greenville Technical College. And today, we're looking at some of our automotive programs, how you can get into these classes, what we offer. And Sumner, tell us a little bit about the different programs that we have here.
We have several different programs, Joel, to offer young people that are interested in automotive. We have a GM ASAP program that's associated with General Motors. They can work for a GM dealer and also go to school at the same time so they can earn while they learn. We have a Nissan program that works a lot the same way, where they're sponsored by Nissan dealers and come to school for 7.5 weeks and work for 7.5 weeks. We have a regular automotive program where they can work for anybody that they choose and also learn at the same time. We have a motorsports program that's real exciting, where they learn to build race cars, where they learn to build racing engines and do engine testing, car setup, pit crew challenge, everything to do with a race car. So we have a lot to offer there. We also have a diesel program where we teach them how to work on heavy trucks and tractors, heavy equipment. We have auto body where we teach them the complete collision repair industry. And we also have street rod and customizing. So we offer just about anything on a car from bumper to bumper.
Right, so we have plenty of options for a student to come in to find what their interest is. Well, tell us, let's focus in on just a couple little areas. What about just the general automotive technology? What types of things would a student do there in the program and after they graduate?
Students going in our regular automotive program are going to learn electrical, electronics, fuel systems, brakes, steering suspension, engines, engine reconditioning, rear axles, automatic transmission, manual transmissions. They're going to learn the whole car, air conditioning, anything to do mechanically with the car they exposed to it here.
What about the equipment that they train on here at the center?
Our equipment is the latest, up-to-date equipment that we can get for our students. We train them on all the electronic equipment that they need to learn on, that they'll see when they get to the workplace.
Well, when we talk about bringing students in, one of the things you mentioned, and I think it's a very unique part of our program here, but students don't just come to school and stay in school for 2 years and graduate. Tell me about a little bit about how you guys offer where they're in class and then they work and then they're back in class. A little bit about that part.
The way most of our programs work is they go to school for 10 weeks and then they have 5 weeks each semester to go out and co-op on a job. And they're working on stuff they learned that semester. If they were taught electrical that semester, then we try to get them in a job where they're working on electrical things or where they're doing engines or rear axle. We try to get them working with the technician in the shop that's working on that type of thing that they learned that semester. So it just makes it more real to them.
Well, what does the job market look like if we're talking about general automotive technology?
Right now, the job market is probably as good as it's ever been. There's probably a need nationwide for over 70 to 80,000 technicians.
Wow.
And it's growing every year because there's more cars on the road every year.
What kind of salary do these guys make? And ladies, I'm sure you have,
oh, yes,
have a few ladies in the program too.
And we have gentlemen too. And you can get a salary anywhere from $25,000 to start up to 40, 50, 60, 70,000. And I have had students that got on up to 80 and 90,000.
Oh, wow. I may need to apply somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, what about, do any of your graduates go out, work for a while, start their own businesses, run their own shops or anything?
Yes, we've had a lot of our graduates that have went out and started their own shops. We've also had a lot of graduates that came back to Greenville Tech to work for us.
Always good to bring those folks back in. Well, switch gears just a little bit. A couple other programs to hit on was, you mentioned auto body. Now I know just a few weeks ago I drove down the road and oops, I ran into the back of someone. I know I brought my truck over here just to get some advice on what I might ought to do.
Right.
But tell me about the auto body program that you guys work.
Our auto body program teaches the sheet metal repair, frame straightening, anything to do with any type of collision that somebody could have, the plastic repair, the painting, color matching, tinting, anything to do with that car to put it back like it was when it came from the factory.
So pretty much just like my little accident, anyone that's got a crinkle in a fender anywhere, these guys here are learning how to fix that, put it back in. Well, what is the job market like in that area?
It's as good as the automotive and the mechanical side is.
Are the salaries pretty much similar in that area?
They are similar, maybe a little bit less, but very similar.
Good. Well, let's switch gears to the other program and finish up there when we talk about diesel technology. And when I think of diesel, I think of big tractors and things. Is that what these guys are working on?
That's what they're working on. They're working on the big over-the-road tractors, heavy equipment like bulldozers. We have backhoes they work on here, skid steer loaders. We teach them how to work on them. And we teach them on the big over-the-road tractors because that's where the market's at right now.
And these guys go out, and what type of places do they normally work at? Because you don't usually see a big diesel repair facility
Right.
sitting side the road.
There are a few big diesel repair facilities, but most of them go to work for trucking companies. They go to work in their shops, working on their fleets of trucks. They go to work for big truck dealers or heavy equipment dealers.
So these guys are usually working in firms, really, that are
Yes.
they're dealing with equipment. What kind of salaries are these guys looking at?
Their salaries range in the $25,000 to $70,000 range also.
Right. Now, we offer classes in a flexible manner. I know you're talking about the weeks we've got them on, the weeks we've got off, but there's still time for them to get in class.
Absolutely.
And,
we can register up to the last 3 or 4 weeks of the semester,
Absolutely. And the classes are running day and evening?
day and evening.
Right. Do you have any online components of this? I know so much of it is actual hands-on.
We have a little bit, but right now not a lot, but we're adding more online.
Right. But even when we do some of the online day, evening classes, everything we do revolves around hands-on.
And the
getting in.
hands-on is a critical part of our training.
Well, tell me a little bit, this facility is fantastic. Tell me a little bit about the center right here and the fact that just recently, really in the past year or so, we have added a brand new building right next door.
Right. We're in the McKinney Regional Automotive Center. This is a 95,000 square foot facility. And right next door, we have the Wagner building, which is another 70,000 square feet of space that we use for training. This is one of the largest automotive training facilities in the country.
And I know that we have a lot of competitors out there who do training, a lot of private facilities. How does our cost compare to theirs?
There is no comparison. Price-wise, it's hard to beat. We're not cheap, but we are the best price for the dollar.
Well, and students come in, every student that comes in qualifies for lottery funding.
Yes, if they're a state or South Carolina resident, they qualify for lottery funding.
Absolutely, and that knocks off more than half of our tuition as they come in, so very well to be able to get in
Yes.
and get a degree. Well, Sumner, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for being able to tell us a little bit about the center here, the education and the students. Thank you for joining us here on Technical Insight. Sumner, how about as we close, tell them what phone number they could use to reach us here.
They can reach the McKinney Center at area code 864-250-8451.
And if you look at your screen right there, you'll see our web address. You can get the information right there. Again, thank you so much for joining with us. Sumner, thank you, and I hope you have a good day.